Okay, this is an update to the 7-month-old found in the box. Somebody had asked if I found any more details out, so I didn't have a lot, but I'm going to give you what I do have. Anyhow, it says that Mercer, which is the mother, gave up custody the day the baby come up missing. Okay? I don't know why you would give your kid up the day that they come up missing. I mean, usually you would say after a while, okay, if anybody finds her, go ahead and take her, you know, whatever. You don't give your kid up the same day you report her missing. Obviously, it's something in your head saying that you don't want this kid, and red flags, people. Red flags. You just gave your kid up the day you reported her missing. Does that not sound fishy? It does to me. It also says that both the mother and the babysitter were both charged with several felonies, including interfering with child custody, false reports of a crime, false report of a missing child, and contributing to the delinquency of a child. The babysitter was also charged with neglect of a child with aggravating circumstances. The mother faces additional child desertion charges. Now, here's what's funny, okay? The babysitter is suspected, along with her husband James, in the 1987 disappearance of her 3-year-old stepson Paul. This boy was never found. I don't know about you, but I definitely wouldn't be leaving my kids with somebody who might be suspected of killing another kid. It makes no fucking sense. No sense at all. It says the baby had been in the box for almost 12 hours. So apparently she wasn't in there the whole time, which is good. The baby appeared to be well fed, cared for. There was no bottle in the box. It was a hiding place. When she knew we were coming, she would put the baby in the box. The babysitter's husband, James, was detained along with the women, but released after being questioned when police determined that he was not involved. The baby's father, who is related to Susan Baker, which is the babysitter, also was not charged. It doesn't say if she's a sister, cousin, what. All it says is that she is related to the father of the baby. Let's see. It says they discovered her at 9:55 p.m. Wednesday, tucked in the box, under the bed, surrounded by objects intended to hide the little girl at Baker's home in Chipley, wherever Chipley is. I'll see if I can look it up on a map. The baby was placed in protective custody, had been taken to a hospital and appeared healthy. Haddock, which was the sheriff there, I'm pretty sure. Anyhow, he would not provide details about the possible charges against Baker, James, and Mercer, or say how they believed that the mother was involved. Okay, I'm going to report my kid missing, but the same day, I'm going to give it up to state custody. I wonder how she's involved. She probably planned the whole fucking thing. They said that she had vanished between 3 a.m. and 8 a.m. on Saturday morning. The parents last saw her in their mobile home when they went to bed. You don't just lose a kid in the middle of the night. I mean, if it's 7 months old, it's either in a playpen or a crib. Possibly a bassinet. Depends on how big the kid is or how much money the parents have. What I don't understand is why do you think somebody would come into your house and take your kid? Most people are smart and lock their doors and make sure their windows are secure at night, especially at this time of year when it's getting a little bit colder out. I don't care if you live in Florida or not. I lived in Florida. Yes, we close the windows at this time of year. It's ridiculous. It makes no sense. They had 100 law enforcement agents looking all over the place for this kid. All over the place. And I'll tell you what, I don't know about the cops that investigated this or whatever you want to call them. From the second that kid was reported missing, I would be nerve-wracked. But then you have this mother that says, okay, well, I'm giving up custody. Obviously, there's something wrong there. Yes, they were looking for places for a dead baby to be. But my first place that I would have looked was in that mother's home. Phone records, emails, anything. Figure out what the fuck she planned. If you do that, then maybe you figure out where the kid is. Right there. Anyhow, that's a short update. It says that Baker was involved in another missing child case in South Carolina more than 2 decades ago. She told authorities her stepson, 3-year-old Paul, disappeared from the family's Beaufort, South Carolina home on March 5th while she was napping. A massive manhunt in the swampy area around the home turned up nothing. She and her husband, James Baker, were extradited to South Carolina in 2000 and charged with assault and battery in Paul's disappearance, according to police reports provided by the South Carolina Law Enforcement Division. But a grand jury never indicted them, and the child was never found. Susan Baker did serve prison time after the authorities investigating her stepson's disappearance discovered a 6-year-old girl in the Baker home, believed to be Paul's sister, and she had been badly beaten. Baker was sentenced to 10 years in prison, and the sentence was suspended after 80 days. 80 fucking days! Sheriff's investigator from Beaufort County was sent to Florida to assist in the missing child's case. Shannon's grandmother, which is the baby who was just found, told the news that she left her Texas home at 6 a.m. Tuesday with her 2 daughters and drove to Tripoli. We are taking this one step at a time. The main focus is on Shannon. Thank God for bringing my granddaughter to safety. Yes, I'm glad the kid's okay. But your daughter is a fucking idiot. How can you rejoice in a time like this when you know that your daughter was behind all of this? She needs some serious fucking help. Yes, I'm glad your granddaughter's safe. Maybe you can take custody of her. But you really need to get help for your kid. That's all I'm saying. Done.